Hello guys, I'm back. Okay, so I don't know how many videos you guys watched, but I did a bunch of shorts of our Philly trip. It went from it was never supposed to be fun. I was picking up my mom, but it did turn into a disaster, and we were stranded there for like 2 nights, but we did find hotels, whatever. I'm here to do episode 150, I think, right? Yes. Of a movie review. Alright, so it's not really a movie review, it's a TV show review, but it's there's special ones that you can. It's an Amazon TV series, but it's only 1 season and 10 episodes. So I did watch this way before my Philly trip, and my mind's completely gone. Luckily I did take notes, so I'm just gonna read the notes because it was such a good show, and I never watched those, the kind that I've watched, the ones like on regular TV that like have special ones, like I don't know, Waco, The Purge, Chucky. I've watched all those, but I've never watched one on Amazon Prime or any other type thing. But I just happened to find this, and I thought it looked so good. It's a drama. However, it's really interesting, but it's actually old. It's from 2021. I thought I was watching something current. Yeah. So it's about 45 minutes an episode. There's no ads or commercials because Bri has the whatever right now membership. So it's 1 season and it's 10 episodes. So, and like I said, for about 45 minutes per episode. The dog stuck. Shocker. She came on a trip with us. I'm sure you guys have all seen. So, 2 minutes in and I haven't said the name. The name of the show is Panic. So for Google, they give it a 70%. Not bad. And they have it down as thrilling, and dangerous and gripping. So I don't remember anything, so I literally have to read my notes. Not because it was bad, it was excellent. I was sad it was over, and I could have gone for like really another season, I guess. Like they said, season 1 really did wrap things up, and that was one of their main reasons for ending it, was because they felt it was like a little too wrapped up to really go into something else. But the show's about, in a small town in Texas, the summer of seniors who graduated play a game called, quotes, Panic. So they play this every year, the seniors, supposedly. And so we're just seeing it for the 1 year of, I guess, 2021. I guess it would have been. Alright, so where their biggest fears are tested in the most dangerous ways possible. Love and trust tested in every corner. So it has, the main girl is Heather Neal. She is played by actress Olivia Scott Welch. So she's playing a teen, but of course she's in her 20s. The next one is, this is crazy. Yeah, I feel he was the next main one, of course, too. So his character name is Ray Hall. And in real life, his name, the actor's name, is Ray Nicholson. I'm sure you guys all know who that is. Son of Jack Nicholson. So famous mom, famous actor for a dad, one of the biggest, and then his mom is a famous actress, model. And I found it so interesting because he's like in his 30s now. So recording will stop when you answer this call. We're gonna decline that, and hopefully we can still record. Anyway, like I was trying to say, so they're all playing, teens. So they're all playing like around 18. In real life, I believe he's now in his 30s. I think for the movie he was like 29. I think, or maybe even older. It's very interesting. Every single person in this movie played a much younger age than they really are. I guess it's Rawhide time. She's like, I'm gonna sit here and listen to the movie. That's an old Rawhide, by the way. But anyway, so let's see, who do we want to do next? Let's do Dodge Mason, who's played by Mike Faist. He was like the new guy in town, and as a little bit of a spoiler alert, he actually repeated the year to come back so he could just play the game. So he's the new guy, but he's literally there for playing the game, but it's because of things that happened to his sister, and his sister is in a wheelchair. But I'm not going to go through like all that. The other person was Natalie Williams. She was like supposed to be the best friend of the main girl, Heather. Her whole character was questionable through most of the movie. At the end, it was pretty much resolved, but like, I don't know. She has my name, but luckily she spells it, of course, with an I-E. Nobody spells it my way. And the actress's name is Jessica Sula. So let's do Bishop Mason. He's also supposed to be like a good friend of Heather in the movie. I find his character very questionable too. The actor's name is Cameron Jones. Tyler Young, another friend. The actor's name is Jordan Elsis. Yeah. Now I want to do just the mother of Heather, who is Sherry, and obviously Nil. And she is played by Rachel Bay Jones. So I don't know. She's her aging. She was playing like a really like horrible mother, but I do have to say that like, all right, so she's playing a young mom. She says that she's like, I believe she had her daughter when she was 17, and now her daughter's 18, so you can do the math on that. But in real life, she's like in her 50s, and so she's playing much younger mom, but she actually looks it. Like, she does not look like she's in 50s, so like, props to you. It doesn't even, it's not even like doesn't even look like she had worked on, like, she just looks like she still looks young. But the only thing is she does play a trashy mom, so she's kind of like made to look like the trashy mom, like she even looks it. Not that she's not a pretty actress, I'm just saying, like, oh, I'm so sorry. We're pausing. Okay, so that's a first. I managed to hit the dog in the head with a notebook, and her rawhide got hit and went flying out of her mouth and down the stairs. Because we don't, like, I know this is a weird way to tape, but like, this is like my favorite spot to sit, also because of my back issues. All right. So what got me so into this show was the games, and so they're like Saw type games. I mean, they're not as the movie Saw. They're not as brutal as how could you be as brutal as Saw, but these games are like all right, the first one's jumping off a cliff into water, but the height is incredible. The next one is like walking along like this like wire up. They're very dangerous, and they do play games in the past like Russian roulette, you know, that's with the gun, and you sit, and hopefully when you go like that, it doesn't blow your head off. Like, it's just, their games are horrible, but it makes the movie. And then it's so weird, I did not think I'd get like interested in these kids' lives, but you actually do. And they do excellent, these, but like I said, they're not kids, they're actually all in their 20s and 30s. All of the teenagers in the movie are in their 20s and 30s, and most of them in like their upper 20s. So it's very misleading. So like, you're not watching kids. It kind of made me feel better, because like I was like, it just would be weird. Okay, so let's do our warnings, because this is already almost at 10. So we'll do dog and cat, no. Bug, no. Drugs, yes. Excessive gore, no. Violence and death, yes. Clowns, no. Vomit, no. And keep in mind, I'm doing the whole series. Blood, yes. Gross scenes, no. Hospital scenes, yes. Mental institution scenes, no. Suicide, yes. I'm not going to go into that, but I do believe there was suicide, and I'm not going to go into it at all, and just don't want to spoil alert it completely. Shaky cam, no. Abortion, no. Rape, no. However, I do, and I never had this down on my thing, but I feel like it should be said, there is abuse. So, the boyfriend of the mom, I'll use as the main example, because I think this one's ridiculous. He's abusive towards the mom and towards the girl. And she has a younger sister in the show too. And she's like always trying to protect her from the mom and just the lifestyle in general. She's like the mom of her. She takes her out of there and, even stays at a hotel, stays at another person's house, like does whatever she can to help this little girl. And the mom is just not there. She's on drugs, she's with an abusive boyfriend, I believe. I don't even know what happened to the father. I forget. So there's physical and mental abuse from a man to a woman. Sexual content, yes. Nudity, no. And then I did make the ages, which I've already gotten over, are much older, so it's not as bad as you think. Because other than the little girl, the sister, like a lot of the people that these things are happening to are not teenagers, so they're not children. They're in their 20s and 30s. So for this is crazy. No one's gonna believe me, but I mean, it was only 10 episodes. I think it was great. I gave it 5 stars. 5 stars. It's definitely worth watching. So if you have Amazon, watch it, because it's not that long, and I think I killed it in like 3 days. I think, like, I just couldn't stop. It was so good. And it just, there's also a little bit of a spoiler. There's judges. So the judges are the ones who determine who wins Panic each year. And there's also a host who's just a regular teenager, and then another girl who's like kind of like tallying and helping him out and works for it too. And she's just another teenager from the high school. And they're running it, but it's all based on like 4 judges who are in secret. Every year, the 4 judges then pick the 4 judges for the next year. Although I think with this year, they decided to end the game because there are teenagers that have died in previous years. Maybe this year, I'm not talking about this one, but in previous years for this game, teenagers have died. And I'm not going to say if it was definitely the game or what it was, because I don't want to give it all away, but they died in really bad ways, and it was very unnecessary and very horrible, and the cops are 24/7 on this game trying to figure it out, although there is one cop that I'm not going to give anything away about him, but he's one suspicious character. And but you do have the rest of the police there that are trying to figure it out, but the judges make it hard because they do distractions, like throw like fireworks throughout the entire town, like all over the place, so that they can't locate where the game's taking place. And then sometimes they make it like silent where only the people playing know. And so yeah, it's a very interesting little show that I found. I highly recommend watching it. I wish I could have said more about this, because I honestly think I lost a lot by waiting for so long, but I really didn't have much of a choice either. So all I can say is go give it a shot and watch it. I don't know of it being available anywhere other than Amazon, but again, 5 stars. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one.